we had a discussion about the fundamental data types what we have. Have you remembered, right? So first we covered about int type, float type, next and after that complex type, next a bool type, next a str type. Regarding these 5 types we covered already. These 5 types we covered already in detail. Next and after that, even for str especially, I covered index and the slice operator. I took a bit very care. Okay, index operator, index and the slice operator. So when compared with the other languages, the biggest advantage of index, the biggest advantage with respect to index in Python is, sir, Python can provide support for both the positive and the negative indexes, right? Regarding Python can provide support for both the positive and the negative indexes. So positive index means forward direction, negative index means negative index means backward direction, from right to left. We covered, right? Next and after that, one type to another type. Is it possible to convert? Yes, man. Such a type of thing is by default considered as typecasting. Regarding such a type of thing is by default considered as what? Typecasting, sir. We can convert one type value to another type, one type value to another type. Then we can go for typecasting or type coercion functions, right? Okay. So next, what are various functions to perform this typecasting? Yes, int function is there, float function is there, next a complex function, next and after that bool function is there, and then str function is also there. Okay, remember this one. These are various functions whatever we have. These are various functions we have to perform typecasting, right? Okay. So next we covered first 2 things, right? Okay, we discussed about first 2 things. We can convert from any type to int type. We can convert from any type to int type. Any type to int type is possible. Suppose int 10.567, then automatically simply 10 is the answer we are going to get, sir. Next, int true, if I can take int of true if I can take, then automatically 1 we are going to get. Regarding 1 we are going to get, sir. So int 10 plus 20j, immediately error by default we are going to get value. Error by default we are going to get, because we can't convert complex to int type. Remember this one. So complex to int type, it is not possible. Int certain string to int type, yes, perfectly it is always possible. But make sure, sir, if you are converting string to int type, compulsory string value should contain internally int value, that in base denote 10 convention only. Binary, octal, hexadecimal, such type of terminology is not applicable. Let me repeat again. If you want to convert str type to int type, compulsory str should contain only integral value and should be specified in the base 10. Regarding, we have to specify only integral value and should be specified in base 10. Remember this one, sir. Okay, that's all. This is about int function to convert from other types to int type. So float to int possible, boolean to int possible. Next and after that, complex to int not possible. Next and after that, here compulsory should contain, the int value should contain only so the string value internally should contain only base 10 integral number. By mistake, if you are specifying binary, octal, hexadecimal, then automatically it is not possible. Everyone can able to understand? Are you getting the point, right? Okay, well, so now the next terminology here, take a bit very special case, sir. So the same way, float type. Okay, float functions are to convert from other type to float, happily we can go for float function. Remember this one, sir. So float of 10, if you consider, then automatically 10.0 by default you are going to get. So float of true, if you consider, then 1.0 by default you are going to get. Float of 10 plus 20j, immediately error by default you are going to get, sir. Okay, because we can't convert, okay, complex to float type, not possible, right? Next time after that, float R 10.5, no problem at all. Yes, happily it is going to provide 10.5. Okay, so here the rule is whenever we are trying to convert str type to float type, compulsory str should either integral value or floating point literal should be specified only in base 10. Regarding should be specified only in base 10. Remember this one, sir. Should be specified only in base 10. You can specify even int value also, no problem at all. But make sure you have to specify only in. You have to specify only in int value only. That's what you people should aware, sir. Int or float in base 10 only, right? That's what you people should aware clearly, right? I hope everyone can able to understand, right? That's all. These are the things whatever we discussed in the last session, right? Can I go to the next level? Up to this we covered already in the last session. Up to this we discussed it, right? Okay, now complex, sir. Is it possible? Because don't worry, the rules about complexes are we are not required to perform postmortem on the complex data type, because in general we never going to use this one. That's why it is highly recommended. It's good as much as less discussion with respect to the complex is highly essential, because it's not, we are not going to use in our applications that much frequently, except if you are going to develop mathematics based application, electrical based scientific applications. If you are going to develop, then only we are going to use this one, right? Okay, just a very top level I'm going to discuss. Please make sure, sir. So we can use complex function to convert from other types to complex. Regarding from other types to complex type, I want to convert from other types to complex type. If you want to do that, then automatically we should go for complex type. Remember this one. So now form 1, just I want to talk about, just have a look once, sir. Form 1, what is the first way, sir? So here complex of x. What is the meaning of complex of x? Sir, do you know every complex number contain how many parts? Can you please tell? Every complex number, can you please tell how many parts, right? 2 parts. One is real part, second one is imaginary part. Real part and imaginary part. But here for the complex function, how many arguments I'm passing? Only one argument. Are getting only one argument, right? Okay. So this only one argument you are passing, sir, real number. Are getting real part. Are getting whatever you are going to pass, itself is considered as a real part. Okay, this is the form 1. Okay, we can use this function to convert x into complex number with the real part x and imaginary part 0. Means, do you know something like now x plus 0j. Remember that x plus 0j, like that it is going to be there, because only one argument, you didn't specify second argument. That's why, sir. So if you consider complex of 10, if I'm considering, sir, can you please guide what is the answer by default you are going to get? If I can take complex of 10, what is the output by default you are going to get? 10 plus 0j. Are you getting 10 plus 0j? Next, similarly, complex of 10.5 I'm taking, sir. If I can take 10.5, then automatically 10.5 plus 0j, like this, right? So this x can be either int value or floating point, no problem at all. Suppose if I can take complex of true, I'm taking, sir. Complex of true, like this I'm taking. If I can take true, 1 plus 0j, like this we are going to get. Suppose if I can take complex of false. False means what is the value? False means what is the value? Can you spell out, sir? False means what is the value by default you are going to get? Yes, the value itself is 0 plus 0j. 0 plus 0j itself is nothing but 0. Are you getting that? 0j. Instead of while printing, actually its value 0 plus 0j. But anyway, sir, while printing, if the real part is the 0, then it will be ignored. Simply it is going to provide 0j. Both the things are same. Don't think too much. 0 plus 0j itself is nothing but 0 only. Okay, well, next complex of 10.5. 10 I'm taking, sir, string form I'm taking, then automatically its value will become 10 plus 0j. Are you getting 10 plus 0j? Like this we are going to get, sir. Similarly, complex of 10.5, then automatically 10.5 plus 0j by default we are going to get, sir. These are the things what you people should aware clearly. Okay, just let me execute whether our discussed things are correct or not. I will explain. This is the form 1. Whatever argument you are providing, this argument by default considered as okay real part. Okay, so the imaginary part is always a 0 in this format, right? Okay, this part we are going to discuss. Please consider. Next here compulsory, here string form, compulsory we require to pass, compulsory we require to pass. Sir, is it any base is allowed or not? Just to take a bit very special case, sir. I don't think. We will check. Any base is not allowed. Only base 10 itself is acceptable. Okay, like this, right? Next, one small doubts are there. First, I will execute this and then I will clarify. Or otherwise, just true and false should be T and F. Sai Shankar. Compulsory true and false, T should be capital, F should be capital. It is the mandatory. In the last sessions we covered clearly when compared with the other languages. Here compulsory capital T, capital F must be there. Small t, small f, it is not going to be recognized. Next one. In complex type also we need to consider base 10. Correct answer. We are going to check. Don't worry. Sir, in complex type also we need to consider base 10. Here the number you can provide any type. Here at the number you can able to provide any type, but whenever we are talking about string, compulsory base 10 we require to specify. I'm sorry, here just a number, right? That's why you can provide this normal number either in the binary or octal or hexadecimal, but whenever we are providing in the string form, compulsory we require to talk about base 10 only, decimal only. That's what, right? Okay, now let me consider here. Just observe that py here just complex 10, sir. Complex of 10. What the answer? 10 plus 0j. Perfect. Complex 10.5 I'm taking. Yes, perfect. Next complex true I'm taking, sir. 1 plus 0j. Complex false I'm taking, sir. False 0j. Are you getting that? 0 plus 0j, both the things are always the same. Complex sir, 10 I'm taking. Yes, 10 plus 0j. Complex 10.5 I'm taking, sir. 10.5 plus 0j. Like this we are going to get the answer, sir. Sir, now complex sir, 0b 1111. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Respond. I'm sorry, you have to tell. Is it valid or not? Don't get confused, please. Don't get confused. Observe a bit very carefully. Sir, it is. Do you know? It is number, not in string form. Not in string form. It is just a number. Number means int value. Int value you can use either decimal or octal or binary hexadecimal. No problem at all. If you are passing in string form, then the restriction will come. Remember this one. If you are passing in string form, then the restriction will come. Except the string form, all the remaining cases, okay, no problem at all. Perfect. 15 plus 0j. Are you able to understand, right? Okay. But the same thing, complex of here 0b1111. Like this I'm taking, sir. Sir, you are passing in the string form. You are passing in the string form. Whenever we are passing in the string form, regarding whenever we are passing in the string form, then the problem by default will come in the picture. Okay. Now have a look once, sir. Observe the value error. Value error, complex arg is a malformed string. Value error, complex argument is a malformed string. By default, you are going to get. Any doubt? Can you please confirm? Everyone in a position to understand, right? Okay, that's all this is about. Sir, how to convert other types to complex if you provide only real number. Okay, next, sometimes what will happen is, yes, complex here just observe that form 2, sir. Form 2, observe that form 2, observe a bit very carefully, sir. Complex x comma y. Complex of x comma y, x comma y, like this, right? So I want to provide two values. I'm trying to provide two values, right? Now take a bit very special care. X by default considered as real part, and y by default considered as imaginary part. Regarding x by default considered as real part, y by default considered as imaginary part. Remember this one. Suppose complex of 10 comma 20. If I can take, what about its values are 10 plus 20j, we are going to get. Again 10 plus 20j itself we are going to get, sir. Similarly, complex of true comma false, if I can take. Can you please confirm what the answer by default you are going to get, sir? Complex of true comma false. If I can take like that, what the answer by default you are going to get? 1 plus 0j. Perfect, sir. Here, just observe complex of 10 comma 20. 10 plus 20j. Next and after that complex true comma false I'm taking, sir. True comma false 1 plus 0j, like that perfectly we are going to get. Any doubt? Any doubt? Are you in the position to understand, right? So that's all this is. So I told already, not generally use a data type. This knowledge is more enough. Complex type is there to convert from other type to to convert from other type to complex type. Complex function is available. That's all, sir. Next, in the case of string, in the case of string, in the case of string, there is one small restriction is there. That restriction, let me explain first. Sir, first argument, take very special care, sir. First argument I'm taking in the string form. First argument I'm taking in the string form. Listen a bit very carefully, sir. String form. So here the point is complex can't take a second argument if the first argument is the string. Remember this one, sir. Don't get confused. I'm telling one theoretical point. Of course, I told even the people who didn't understand much, don't worry, sir. Complex can't take a second argument if first is a string. If first is a string, so make sure if the first one is not a string type, then happily you can pass a second argument. But if the first one is the string type, then you can't pass a second argument, right? By mistake, if you are trying to pass a second argument, immediately error by default you are going to get. Are you getting right? So complex first type. First type, if you are taking string, then you should not pass a second argument. There is some restriction is there. Like this. 1 minute, sir. Let me explain this one. Complex of 10. Can you please tell, is it valid or invalid? Observe a bit very carefully, sir. Is it valid or not? How many arguments I'm passing? Only one argument. Yes, 10 plus 0j. Perfectly valid. Complex of 10 comma 2 I'm taking. Can you please guide? Is it valid or invalid? As per our discussion, just I told, right? As per our discussion, is it valid or invalid? If the first argument is the string type, you should not pass a second argument, because complex first argument is the string type, second argument you can't pass. Are you getting? Type error. Complex can't take second argument if first argument is a string. Are you getting? Complex can't take second argument if the first argument is a string. Remember this one, a bit dangerous conclusion, but not required to worry this level. Next up, one more thing, sir. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? 10 comma 2. Is it valid or not? Please guide, please confirm. Is it valid or not? Yes, what is the problem? Because I'm not passing at the string. 10 plus 20j. Now my doubt is complex of 10 comma 2 I'm taking. Can you please guide? Is it valid or not? 2 I'm taking, sir. Can you please guide? Is it valid or not? Yes. So first argument is not a string. Is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? Please confirm or guess something. Anyway, we never came across complex numbers. We never talked about complex numbers already. Okay, that's why even your answer is the wrong also, no problem at all. Can you please tell complex of 10, 2? Yes, I'm telling very seriously. Don't try to execute the code. Just listen while explaining. Please listen. After completing the class, you can execute so that you will get much clarity. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Okay, so 100% pakka it is invalid. Observe that it is invalid. Type error, complex second arg cannot be a string. Are getting complex second arg cannot be a string. These are the two rules we have while using complex function. Make sure, sir, these two rules compulsory you people should aware. Observe that rule number 1. Okay, rule number 1. Okay, like this. Next and after that, rule 2. Just these two rules you have to aware. Complex can't take second argument if first argument is a string. Next, a complex second argument cannot be a string. These are the two just the rules we require to use. Clear, right? These are we can't use. So this is, but for the complex function, the restrictions are there, sir. Okay, in real-time projects, complex is not frequently used. Generally, we won't use. Out of 100, 99.99% of the times, we never going to use complex type. Don't worry. Okay, very specific application areas, there we are going to use. Clear, right? Answer, you have to tell. Already answer is there on the screen. Already answer is there on the screen. You have to tell. Can you please observe this? Anyone, can you please answer this question? Is it valid or not? Sir, can we pass both the first and second argument as the string in complex type? What is the answer you can able to tell? No, it is invalid. As per which rule? Either first rule or second rule? As per first one or second one? Remember, we can't use first and second argument as the string because the problem is first rule only. If the first argument is the string, then you can't pass second argument first. Okay, if the first argument is the string, you can't pass second argument. Forget about second argument, whether it is the string or non-string. First, you can't pass second argument because first argument is the string. Okay, just these are the just two rules for your awareness purpose. Even you are not required to remember this bloody complex type anyway. Don't worry, sir. Okay, next, can I go to the next level? Yes. Okay, well, sir, up to this, which data types we covered, sir? Two data types, two functions or three functions we covered. Int conversion we discussed, float conversion we discussed, complex conversions we discussed, right? Up to that, it's very clear. Next ones are bool conversion. Wow, beautiful, sir. Bool conversion, right? Sir, now, do you know a bit dangerous concept? A bit dangerous concept. Take very special care about this bool conversion, right? Okay, sir, make sure you people should have clear clarity about this bool conversion. So now we can use this function to convert other type of values to bool type. Again, we can use this function to convert other type of values to bool type, no problem at all. Okay, like this, right? You can able to convert other types to bool type. The name itself indicates, right? But here there is one small restriction is there. Of course, small loopholes are there. That thing you have to aware, sir. So first thing, into to bool I'm taking. First one, sir, into to bool I'm taking, sir. Into to bool. So now take very special care about this into to bool, sir. Into to bool. So 0. Here just observe bool of 0 if I'm taking, bool of 10 I'm taking. Observe. Whenever we are trying to convert int to boolean, the rule is 0 means false, sir. 0 means false. Non-zero means true, sir. Remember this one. So are you getting right? Is it 0 or non-zero? If it is 0 means false, non-zero means true we are going to get. Regarding 0 means false, non-zero means true we are going to get, sir. Okay, make sure you people should aware clearly, right? Okay, sir. Now let me cross check, sir. Okay, bool of 0. What the answer? False. Bool of -10. Bool of -10 I'm taking. Bool of -10 means what is the answer by default we are going to get, sir? What the answer by default we are going to get itself is true itself is the answer, sir. Everyone can able to understand? Regarding bool of 0, bool of 0 means false, non-zero means true. Just 1 minute. Right? So 0 means true, non-zero means false. Remember, take a bit very special case. 0 means false, non-zero means true. Even -10 also. Don't think positive numbers means true, negative numbers means false. No. 0 means true, non-zero means false, non-zero means true. Okay, like next second. That's how this is the rule we have into Boolean. Everyone can able to understand, right? Clear? Next. Sir, what about float? Float to, yeah. What about float? Float to bool type. Okay, float to bool type, sir. If you want to convert float to bool, okay, very simple, sir. Very simple. If a total number value is 0, if total number is 0 means sir, integral part, I mean decimal part and so on, 0.000, it's already 0. If total number is 0, then result is a false. If it is non-zero, okay, non-zero, then it is always true, sir. Same rule only. Don't worry about that. So if I can take bool of 0.0, bool of 0.0 is itself is nothing but false. Bool of 0.0 itself is the false. Regarding that, itself is the false because 0.0 is the 0. 0.0 is the 0 only. That's why. Sir, bool of 0.1 I'm taking, sir. Then automatically true is the answer because it is not 0. It is not 0, right? Okay. Bool of 10.5 I'm taking. Then automatically it's not 0. That's why true by default we are going to get. Regarding whether it is int value or whether it is float value, simple rules are 0 means false, non-zero means true. 0 means false, non-zero means true. That's what you people should aware clearly, right? Okay. Next, if x is complex type, regarding if x is complex type, then what is the behavior? Complex type, sir. I mean complex type to Boolean. What is the behavior? Remember, sir, up to int to Boolean, float to Boolean, the discussion is very clear. Sir, simple rule. 0 is always treated as false. Non-zero is always treated as a true, like this, right? Okay, make sure. Next, if x is complex type, if x is complex type, then what is the way? Akanksha. Yeah. So now just to take a bit very special case, complex data type. If both the real and imaginary, if both the real and imaginary parts are 0 means both are 0, then the result is always false. Except that result is always true. Remember this one. Suppose I'm taking bool of 0 plus 0j. Bool of 0 plus 0j. Or simply 0j. 0 plus 0j is nothing but 0j only. It is the false, sir. It is the false. Except that in all remaining cases, we are going to get a true only. Remember, bool of 0 plus 0j. What the answers are false. Bool of 0j. What the answer false. Bool of Here 10 plus 20j, the result is always true. The result is always true. So if both the real and imaginary parts are 0, then only result is 0. In all other remaining cases, the result is always false. Remember this one. Sorry, if both are 0, then the result is always false. Except that in all remaining cases, the result is always true. Clear? Any doubt? Whether it is the int value, whether it is the float value, whether it is the complex value, the total number is the 0. Result is always false. Non-zero result is always true. That's all. Next, what about str type? What about str types are? str2 bool types are a bit dangerous, man. A bit dangerous. Even in the next sessions also somewhere this one is going to come in the picture. Okay, this is also will come in the picture. Take special care, sir. str2 bool type. It is a bit dangerous. Please make sure, sir. Please make sure. Can you please guess, sir? Bool of 0, bool of 1, bool of true, bool of false. Okay, bool of false, bool of 10.5. Can you please tell what the answer? What the answer you are going to get? Can you please tell what the answer you are going to get, sir? Okay. Now make sure everyone should be in a position to understand. Everyone should be in a position so to answer very, very carefully about this one, sir. But the thing is, remember that. Remember, all the people, most of the people are having a bit confusion. So not confusion is not there. Straightforward point, but don't get confused. Straightforward point. What the answer you are going to get is in all cases we are going to get true as the answer. Again, 0 means false, 1 means true. No such type of terminology, man. You are passing string type. All cases we are going to get true as the answer. Remember this one. In all cases we are going to get true as the answer. The reason for that is, if we are trying to convert string to boolean, the rule is, if a string is empty string, then result is false. In all other cases, result is true, sir. In all other cases, result is true. Sir, in all these cases, it is not empty. That's why simple the answer is always true, sir. If it is empty string, then only the result is false we are going to get. Observe a bit very carefully, sir. So now the point is, bool of space is also true only. Remember, sir, here I am taking 0, true is the answer. Bool of 1 I am taking, 1 I am taking, true is the answer. Bool of true I am taking, yes, still true is the answer. Bool of false I am taking, false I am taking, still true is the answer. Regarding bool of false is also true only. Bool of just a quote symbol under then space under then. What the answer? Kushbu, can you tell what the answer we are going to get now? True only, because here it is not empty string. Here space is there. It is not empty string. Space is there. That's why. So true is the answer. Bool of just a quote symbol open and close, empty, no space in the middle. But the answer by default you are going to get false is the answer, sir. Observe a bit very carefully. If the string is empty, then only the result is true. Then only the result is false. Except that in all other cases, we are going to get true as the answer. Okay, remember. Next, one small point. This one also you people should be aware. If you pass a none value, none means nothing, sir. We are going to discuss anyway in detail next. Don't worry. None, bool of none. Okay, make sure what the answer by default you are going to get, sir. Bool of none means very simple. False is the answer. Regarding none means nothing means false. False itself is the answer we are going to get. Any doubt? I mean, I'm sorry, you can convert, no problem. I'm sorry. Special characters, anything, sir. Anything by default it is considered yes. So non-empty true is the answer. Subha says itself is the error. Itself is the error. How you can able to use what is the meaning of that? Can you please correct the typing mistake first? Now itself is invalid. Invalid. What the reason for that is? Can you please observe that? What it means? What it means? What is this value? What is this value? Is it int value? Is it int value? No. Is it float value? No. It is not. Is it boolean value? No. It is string? No. String? No. It is also not string. Not string, because string means quote symbol must be required. Have you observed, right? Syntax error. Syntax error. But what you can able to do? You can pass within quotes. No problem at all. You can pass within quotes. Now it will become string. String is not empty. String is not empty. Regarding that string is not empty. Not empty string is nothing but true is the answer. Perfect. Subha says, are you able to understand? Okay. Well, that's all, sir. This is about bool function. Sir, let me repeat again. In the case of bool function, if it is an int value, float value, or complex value, if the argument is 0 means false, non-zero means true. That's what you should aware. Next, if it is a string to boolean type, if it is an empty string, then it is false. If it is not empty, then it is always true. Remember, empty string means false. Not empty string means true is the answer. That's what you should aware, sir. These are various typecasting functions, whatever we have. So we covered what is the behavior of int, we covered what is the behavior of float, and we covered what about complex type, and then even we covered about bool type, right? Okay. Next, last ones are str. Regarding str, bool of none. We should not use quotes here. Correct, Akanksha? None means a valid value in the Python. None means nothing. A valid value in the Python. If you are taking single quotes, it is not none value. It will become string. None, valid value. It is the reserved word. Just like a true, just like false. Okay, true, false. None is also valid value in the Python. For the none, quote symbols are not required. Okay. Next, what about str, sir? Str, do you know? To convert any type to string type, happily we can use str. You can convert any type to string type, happily we can use str type, right? Okay. So now no restrictions, man. Anything you can pass, sir. Yes, 10, str of 10, str of 10.5. Okay. Well, str of 10 plus 20j. 10 plus 20j. Have you observed, right? Anything you can pass, it's always going to be converted into string form. str of true, I'm taking some boolean. Yes, obviously. So here no restrictions because string the type, any type to string by default it's always possible, no problem at all. Clear, right? Next, Kalyani, if you are going to pass if, then error we are going to get because none is the value, but if is not value. Getting right? None is the value, but not if. Okay, that's all. So these are various typecasting functions, whatever we have, sir. Whatever we have. So now come immediately error we are going to get 10 colon 10 semicolon 10 means what? str is always going to expect one argument, but if you are going to pass two argument, str 10 semicolon 10. Can you please observe that syntax error? What is the meaning of that? First, what's your intention? What you want to do? Sir, here you have to str function to convert one type value to string type. But what is this value? This value is what type? That is the bigger problem. It's always expecting only one argument, not multiple arguments. Okay, well, that's also. So this is about what you people should aware. Okay, like yes, the same Subha says string to string, same value you are going to get, no restrictions. Okay, so that's all. What is the next thing we require to discuss? What is the next one we require to discuss, right? So just before that, observe a bit carefully. Observe a bit very carefully about this one. What is the thing we have is here some 1 minute please. Can you please observe that str single quote @34 single quote. Sir, what is the argument you are passing? What argument you are passing? String argument. It's already string. String to string conversion. What is the use? It's already string to string conversion. What is the use? Simply it's going to return the same thing because it's already string to string. What the need of converting? Clear, right? Okay, that's all. Next, there is one more important concept, very important terminology. What I want to discuss for you people, right? Sir, all fundamental data types. Up to this, which fundamental data types we covered? Sir, int we discussed, float, int float, next and after that complex, next the bool, and then str. Okay, all these fundamental data types are immutable. Are you getting? All these fundamental data types are immutable. Can you please tell what is the meaning of immutability? What it means? What the meaning of immutability? Once we create an object, observe carefully, sir. Once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. We can't perform any changes in that object. Remember this one. So once we create an object, we can't perform any changes in that object. If we are trying to perform any changes, with those changes, a new object by default will be created. Remember that in the existing object, you can't perform, you can't change this. If you are trying to perform any changes, with those changes, a new object will be created. This non-changeable nature is called immutability. Remember this one, sir. If in the non-changeable nature itself is by default considered as immutability, right? So what is the biggest advantage? Why immutability concept is required? Why? What is the reason? Why immutability concept is required, sir? Take very special care. First, you have to understand what is the meaning of immutability. Listen carefully. Sir, what is the meaning of immutability? Anyone can you please tell? Once we create an object, we are not allowed to perform any changes. If we are trying to perform any changes, with those changes, a new object by default will be created. This non-changeable nature itself is by default considered sir, what the immutable? Immutable means what? Non-changeable. Sir, why this immutability concept is required? Just take a bit very special case, sir. What the meaning of immutable? What the meaning of immutable? Can you please explain with a small example? Like you people may ask, even in the next classes also, it's very important, sir. Take a bit very special care. Sir, S is equal to Durga. S is equal to Durga. Just observe that. S is equal to Durga like this, right? Sir, can you please tell? Is it mutable or immutable? Mutable or immutable? Immutable, sir. Immutable. Yes, I'm sure. You can't change the content. Now observe that. Clear practical proof. S is equal to Durga. S is equal to Durga. I'm taking, sir. Sir, S of 0 means D. S of 0 means D. Now S of 0 means D. S of 0 is equal to DD. I want to take, sir. S of 0 is equal to DD like this. In this yes, first character, can you please replace with the DD, or can you please replace with DD immediately? Str object does not support item assignment. Str object does not support item assignment. Make sure, sir. So it's very clear. Sorry, you can't perform the changes. Forgetting this is something like immutable concept. Remember this one. Very important, sir. Forget about the fundamental types. String especially immutable. You can't perform any changes in that object. But I will take one thing. L of 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. In the next somewhere I will discuss. Don't worry, sir. This is called a list. Regarding this data type is called what? List. That is the next level we are going to discuss. Don't worry. List type, right? Can you please tell L of 0? What is the answer? I respond. L of 0. What is the answer, sir? 10. First value in that list. 10. Perfectly it is allowed. L of 0 is equal to 777. I'm taking, sir. Is it valid or not? Perfectly it is valid. Perfectly it is valid, sir. If you print L, what is the answer, sir? 777. Array, first value got changed. Means that list is mutable. You are allowed to change the content, but the string is immutable. We are not allowed to change the content. Regarding list is mutable. But string is immutable. Once we create string object, the content is always final. You are not allowed to change it. Such type of behavior is nothing but, such type of non-changeable behavior is nothing but immutable. Are you able to understand? Yeah, Sai Kumar, for the list we can able to add the new objects, we can able to remove existing object, you can replace all the operations you can perform. Okay, we will discuss in the string concept, don't worry. We will discuss in the list in detail. Sir, what is the meaning of changeable, non-changeable? Can you please explain with an example? What is the meaning of immutable, mutable? Can you explain with an example? Everyone got the clarity? Sushil, we will discuss the list concept in detail. Just for your basic idea purpose I'm covering. Don't ask any questions related to list. We will discuss in detail there. Almost 4 sessions we require to spend. Okay, just observe basic idea. Immutable, mutable. Just to take a bit very special care. So immutable means we are not allowed to perform any changes in the content. Non-changeable nature is called immutable. Changeable nature is called mutable. List is mutable because you are allowed to change its content. String is immutable because we are not allowed to change its content. That's all fundamental data types. Whatever we cover, byte, whatever we cover, int, float, complex, all these things are immutable only. Okay. Anyway, now, sir, one small point. Why immutability concept is required? Why immutability concept is required? Just a simple reason you people should aware, sir. Simple reason you people should aware. Just for memory sharing purpose. Regarding that, just for memory sharing purpose. The people who are coming from Java background, you people can able to understand very easily, right? Okay. So just for memory sharing purpose. We can use sir, this immutability concept. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning? What is the meaning of that, sir? Okay, here just observe that A is equal to 10. Listen very carefully, sir. A is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. B is equal to 10. C is equal to 10. D is equal to 10. So total, how many objects are there? Or otherwise, of course, just what is the name? A is equal to 10, B is equal to 10, C is equal to 10, D is equal to 10. How many objects are there? How many objects are there? Have you observed, right? Remember, seems to be 4 objects. No, only one object. Only one object. Only one object. In Python, sir, already 10 is there, sir. Because of first one, I created 10. Listen, a bit very carefully, sir. Because of first one, I created 10. Sir, but second one, but second case, here just observe that if you require another object B, if you require another object B with the same value, now simple it is going to consider that array 10 already available, 10 already available. Why we have to take why we require to create new object? Why we require to create new object? Like that it's going to consider, sir. Remember that. Remember. So why don't you use existing object like B is also pointing to the same object. B is also pointing to the same object. C, sir, is also pointing to the same object. D, sir, is also pointing to the same object. So the biggest advantage what we are going to get, instead of creating 4 objects, create only one object and reuse that object with all these 4 variables. Are you getting? So how much memory improvement, memory utilization by default will be improved or not? By default will be improved or not? Memory utilization by default will be improved or not? Yes, obviously. Instead of creating, sir, 4 objects, create only one object and reuse the same object. Memory utilization by default will be improved, sir. A, B, C, D, all these are reference variables pointing to the same object. Where is the proof for that? Where is the proof for that? Very simple. Very simple. Observe this one, sir. A is equal to 10. B is equal to 20. C is equal to 30. D is equal to 40. Like this I'm taking. ID of A, sir. ID of A. What's the answer? ID of A. What's the answer? 1, 8 and so on. That is the address of A. ID of B I'm taking, sir. Is it the same? No. No. Sorry. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, 30, 48. Sorry. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 10, C is equal to 10, D is equal to 10. Are you getting? So now ID of A. Yes, 144. ID of B. What's the answer? ID of B. What's the answer? ID of C. What's the sorry? ID of C. What's the answer? ID of D. What's the answer? Can you please tell? Is it the same address? Please confirm. Is it the same address? Are you getting? Yes, means that all these variables pointing to the same object. Remember this one, the Python very biggest specialty is, yes, already an object is there. It is not going to create new object. It's always pointing to existing object only. Obviously, memory utilization by default will be improved, sir. Remember this one, memory utilization by default will be improved. But there is one small problem is there, sir. What the problem is? What the problem in this approach is? So here, how many values are available? Respond. How many objects are available in this scenario? How many objects are available? Only one. But how many reference variables point into the same object? How many reference variables point into the same object? Sir, 4. Now the problem in this approach is, sir, assume that assume it is the 10, sir. Assume it is the 10. A, B, C, and then D, all are pointing to the same object. All the things are pointing to the same object. Now the point is, all the things are pointing to the same object. Well, by mistake, if a person trying to change the content, yeah, 20, sir. So by mistake, in the next lines, A is equal to 20, I took. A is equal to 20, I took. What will happen, sir? All the remaining people will be affected or not? Yes, obviously, because by using one reference, if we are allowed to change the content, all the remaining references will be affected. To prevent this problem, remember, to prevent this problem, once we create an object, we are not allowed to perform any changes. If any person trying to perform the change, with those changes, a new object will be created. Only that particular reference will be pointing to that. Now this reference will be gone. A is pointing to this one, but B, C, D happily pointing to the 10 only. Are you able to get? So multiple references pointing to the same object. By using one object, if you are trying to perform the change, by using one object, if you are trying to perform the change, all the remaining references will be affected. That's why once we create an object, we are not allowed to change its content. Okay, because multiple people sharing the same object, it is a shared resource. Every person trying to change the content, then all the remaining people are going to be affected. Are you getting the point? Are you able to understand? Yes, internally, what is the reason why this immutability is required? This is the reason, sir. So how we can restrict? We are not allowed to perform changes in the existing object. How we can restrict? We are not allowed to perform any changes in the existing object. How you can restrict? Because of immutability concept. So why these objects are immutable? Like what is the advantage? So to get memory utilization, to make our objects as shareable objects, immutability concept came in the picture. Any doubt? Okay, all the people can able to understand that. Yeah, because all the 4 reference variable point into the same object. Same object. Here address is based on the object, not based on the reference variable. Are you getting? All references point into the same object. Same object. So ID means address. Address means object. So address is available for the object. So ID of A means the address of object pointed by A. So obviously same object, right? Same address. That's why ID of A, ID of B, ID of C, ID of D is always the same. Yes. Now, correct. Your doubt is more meaningful. Sir, here have you observed, right? Memory address is not allocated sequentially. That depends on internal Python virtual machine. Okay, Sushil. Internally, based on Python virtual machine, so maybe it's more convenient to arrange all int values somewhere, arrange all float values somewhere, something like that. Maybe no sequential address kind of thing. Next, what is the size of object? Some object may require small memory, some object may require big memory. That's why. So we can't expect what is the address. Next, run to run also output by default will be changed. Next, sir, Navkant is asking one interesting question. Okay, yeah, Sai Kumar. Here, reverting the changes is not possible programmatically. You have to aware what changes you did. Based on that, you can revert. I mean, you require to write the code. Okay, now here Navkant is asking a beautiful doubt, sir. Can you please observe? This kind of checking whether object is there or not will make Python to be slow, right? Correct. Correct. Obviously, every time it's required to check, it's already available. If it's already available, if it's already available, then automatically use existing one. If it is not there, then only create new one and so on. This type of thing. That's why at language level, okay, up to certain range only this type of concept is applicable. Are you getting? That's why not for all the objects. not for every object. Up to certain range only it is applicable. That range is most commonly used ranges only. Most commonly used ranges only. Okay, this reusing the object is applicable. Regarding if you cross that range, every time it's always going to create new object. Of course, what is that range? It is varied from version to version, platform to platform. Now come, are you able to understand? Yes, most commonly used ranges only. This is applicable. Just I want to show for you a small thing. Sir, if it is the int, sir, 0 to 256. In this range only, this type of facility is there. Let me check. As per current version, is it going to provide support or not? Sir, A is equal to 256, B is equal to 256. ID of A I'm taking. ID of A, ID of B I'm taking. Have you observed right? Have you observed right? Same address. Correct? Same address, right? Same address. If I can take, sir, if I can take A is equal to 257, B is equal to 257. Let me consider ID of A. ID of A 640, ID of B. Okay, have you observed right? So like now observe a big difference is there. Up to 256, same address is there. But whenever we are taking 257, addresses are different or not? Can you please observe? So two different objects got created or not? Now come, two different objects got created or not? Yes, that's why. Because so up to certain range only, most commonly used ranges only, this type of reusability is there. Once you cross that range, then automatically this reusability is not there. Every time it is always going to create a new object only. So in this case, it won't use sharing of the same object. Vinay Bahra. Getting right? Because the reason is it normal up to 0 to 256. Next, in the case of float, no such type of reusability at all. Not applicable. Every time it's going to create new object only. Next, if you consider bool, can you please guess? In the case of boolean, reusability, is it required or not required? Yes, we can able to implement, because in the case of bool, how many values are required? How many objects are required? Only two objects. Searching only for two objects. Nothing difficult. That's why Boolean always reusability is there. Always reusability is there, sir. Okay, remember. Next, in the case of bool, in the case of complex type, not applicable. Complex type, not applicable. Next, but in the case of string type, always right. String type, always it is there. Sir. Okay, best example. A is equal to Durga I'm taking. B is equal to Durga I'm taking. Sir, now A is B. Okay, listen, I didn't explain this. Is operator means both are pointing to the same object or not. If both are pointing to the same object, true, sir. Yes, true. ID of A, ID of B, sir. ID of A, ID of B. Are you getting right? ID of A and ID of B is the same thing by default. We are going to get or not? Yes. Any doubt? Clear? Okay, that's all. So this is this kind of checking. Okay, what the why the immutability is required? Because of memory shareable, because of memory advantage, right? Yeah, correct. Now come, string objects are infinite. Yes, obviously, because then immediately we can ask, array string means there are a huge number of objects are there. Then how you can able to recognize? Simple answer. The Python people are going to tell, sir, string object creation is more costly than searching. That's why we are preferring search operation only. Are you getting? We are preferring search operation only. Like this. One thing. Second one, take very special care. This is the most valuable point. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. Now, just to take a bit very special care. Yes. Now, Kant is asking one beautiful point. So, in the case 0 to 256, within that range, memory reusability is there. Outside of that range, so compulsory new object will be created. Next, float case reusing the memory is not there. Complex also not there. Boolean case always there. SCR case also always there. Now the point here why what Naukant is rising, if it is a string, infinite number of objects may be a chance. Huge number of objects are there. Every time searching whether this object is there or not, so how much performance is going to be affected, how much performance is going to be affected, like you people. So now Kant is asking, correct, right? Now Kant, that is your doubt, right? Next, Kalyani, no limit for the string. In the case of string, always it is going to use existing object only. Now the biggest debating point here is infinite number of strings are there. Every time it is going to search for infinite number of strings, then performance is going to be affected. Okay, like this. Now, Kant, I have one small doubt. Don't mind. Are you just a student or do you have working person? Can you please? Based on that, I will keep my explanation. Just a student, right? Okay, well, now take a bit very special case. In any project, in any real-time project, if any working person is there, can you please confirm once? In any real-time project, any real-time project, the number of string literals means constant, right? Number of string literals means constant. The number of string literals is always finite. Suppose best example, I want to create city object. How many cities will be there? As per your project requirement, maybe 100 or 200 or 30 or 50. Are you getting right? So name, how many names will be there? Maybe 1000 or 1000 or 2000. That's all. So 1000 number of cities, 1000 number searching in that is not a big problem. Remember this one. The number of string constants is always limit is there, sir. Regarding string literals is always limit is there in any project you consider. Any project if you consider, number of string literals is always what the limit is there. That's why. Regarding that's why. So reusability for the string is always applicable always. Are you able to understand? Now, Kant, getting right in any project, sir, you consider number of string constants. Obviously, less number only. That's why. So there should be finite number only. That's why reusability is always internally is going to be applicable up to finite case. I mean, it's always in the case of finite boundary only, even in the case of string also. Because number of constants, string constants is always fixed in any project. Okay, that's answer. Okay, this is also one very dangerous point. Even somewhere I saw in the YouTube also. Next, any number limit? No such type of limit. Because in your project, enter number of students. Enter name of the student. Regarding enter name of the student, then automatically sir, this name of the student. How many number of students are there? It is varied from project to project. Sometimes I may require to consider only 1000 student project. Sometimes I may require to consider 1 lakh student project. Something like that. Okay, you can't tell explicitly, sir, this is the limit, something like that. It is varied from project to project. No such type of limit. Getting right? Now come at the string level. Next, one more small hint I'm going to provide for you people, right? These values may be varied, maybe 0 to 256 may be varied from platform to platform. Sometimes up to 512 also may be supported. Okay, don't worry about that. It is varied from version to version, platform to platform. This number just for basic idea purpose only, I'm sharing this concept. That's all, friends. This is about immutability. Okay, so now the question is, so all fundamental types are immutable. What is the meaning of immutability? Can you please explain immutability with an example? You should aware. once we create an object, we are not allowed to perform any changes in that object. If we are trying to perform any changes, with those changes, a new object by default will be created. We are not allowed to perform any changes in the existing object. This non-changeable behavior is nothing but immutable. So once we create an object, we can perform any changes in that object. Such a type of changeable nature is nothing but mutable. Sir, example for immutable is the string concept. Example for mutable is the I forgot. Example for mutable. What is the concept? Example for mutable, list concept. Are you getting? Can you please explain with an example? Yes, we can able to do that. No problem at all. Okay, I covered already. Yes, clear, friends? Yes, all fundamental data types are immutable by default, but in the case of float, every time it's going to create new object only. They are not in a position. They are not in a position to fix the ranges, because in between 0 to 1, how many float values are there? 0 to 1, how many float values are there, Sushil? How many float values are there? Infinite number of float values are there between 0 to 1. Between 0 to 1, how many float values are there? Infinite number. That's why. So ranging, fixing is not there. That's why in the case of float, always a new object will be created every time. Reusing that object is not there. Object-oriented programming in Java and Python is the same. Same. Fundamental concepts are same, but the internal way of implementation may be different. Clear, right? Yes, Python is architecture neutral. Correct, Subhasis. Architecture neutral. Yeah, now come same. 0 to 256. The range by default will be created by default, but in the case of true and false, already created at the beginning only. Whenever Python virtual machine is going to start, for immutability sake, for reusability purpose. Yeah, that's all. Can I go for next level? A bit internal things. Take very special care about these things, right? Okay. Clear, right? Yeah, Shilpa, I didn't get your doubt. Can you please? 0 to 256, I'm sorry, not 255. 0 to 256. Yeah. Next, Shilpa, can you please come again? I didn't get your doubt. Java is object-oriented language, then why only? Even in Java also, we have this type of rules. Even in Java also, we have this immutability, reusability, all those things are there. Okay, well, can I go to next level? Oh, Java is the object-oriented language. Why we should prefer Python? Why we should prefer Python? Python, correct? Because there are some application areas Java is not suitable. Suppose best example. Sir, I have a small house. I have a small house is there. Okay, this the very small house is there. Then I can provide accommodation for small items. Are you getting? In my small house, can I invite elephant? Are you getting? Can I invite elephant to my house? Already my house is very small. Can I invite elephant to my house? No chance at all. Are you getting it? No chance at all. Suppose if it is the IoT application, if it is the portable device, sir, memory will be very small. In that very small memory, application should run. But if I can ask, hey, Java, can you please come? Java is just like elephant. Remember this one, which is going to occupy huge memory. So on the small scale devices, So using Java for IoT applications like not at all preferable. Are you getting? That's why. So what we call portability. I mean wherever portable devices, okay, AOT, I mean AI, IoT applications, there Python is the best choice. Okay, remember. Next, second one, I'm not that much strong programmer. Regarding, I'm not having that much strong programming skill. I want library support more. I want more library support. I want. Then automatically, don't go for Java. Better to come to Python. Because Python, for every requirement, automatically the libraries are available. Our life will become very easy. We require to write only 5 to 10% of the code. 90% of the things are going to be done by Python and library. Just only 5 to 10% only we require to write the code. But in Java, no such type of big library support. Getting right? Next. Yeah. Subhasis. So it is the platform independent only. Please go through previous videos. I explained very clearly all those things. Okay. Next. So what the next cinema we have to talk about? Just there are two special data types. Very rare we are going to use these things. That part I will discuss at last. But before that, let me go for most commonly used data types. Right. So list. Very important. Take very special care about list. Just now I use it, right. So you know, up to this whatever we covered, okay, int type can hold one int value, float type can hold one float value, complex type can hold one complex value, next the bool to hold one boolean value, str to hold one string value. That's all. So how many int values you can hold by using int variable? Only one int value. How many float values you can represent by using float? Only one. How many complex numbers you can represent by using complex? Only one. So sometimes my requirement is I want to represent a group of values. Under single name, under a single name as a single entity. Okay, something like 10, 20, 30, 40. Like 4 values are there, sir. These 4 values I want to represent as a single entity. Then we should go for collections concept. Are you getting? Collection is a single, but internally it contains multiple objects. If you want to represent a group of objects as a single entity, then we should go for list concept or any collection data structure, right? Okay, like but first level, most commonly used concept is nothing but list concept we are going to discuss. Just observe a bit very carefully, sir. L is 10, 20, 30, 40. Can you please tell? How many values are there in my list? Regarding how many values are there in my list? Can you spell out, sir? How many values are there in my list? Sir, 4 values are there. Regarding 10, 20, 30, 40, 4 values are there in my list. Remember, 4 values are there in my list. Sir, how many list objects are there? Only one list object. So if you want to represent a group of values as a single entity, then we should go for list concept. So something like a list, we have tuple, we have set, we have dictionary, all those things we are going to discuss. Don't worry, sir. First level list concept. Okay. Now list contain a group of values. Next, second point, sir. Second point, right? Sir, now insertion order is preserved, sir. Sir, in which order we added? In the same order only in the memory will be saved. Insertion order preserved. Regarding insertion order preserved, right? Okay, insertion order preserved. Next, duplicate object. Duplicate objects are allowed or not? Okay, duplicate objects are allowed. Duplicate objects are allowed. Remember that. Kalyani, array concept is the different, list concept is the different. Okay, list is something like a Java linked list, array list, like we have like collections concept. Okay, it is a different terminology. Collections related. So duplicate objects are allowed or not? Yes, no problem. Suppose if you want, you can able to take 10 also. Regarding 10, another 10 also. Already 10 is there. Again 10. You can able to take. Next, how you can able to differentiate? How you can differentiate this 10 and this 10 is by using index. Are you getting how you can able to differentiate, sir? By using index. Index we can able to differentiate. Remember this one. Okay, that's all. Duplicates are allowed. Next, heterogeneous objects are allowed or not. What is the meaning of heterogeneous? Respond. Heterogeneous objects. What is the meaning of heterogeneous object? So different types of objects. Are you getting different types of objects? Okay, one is the int object, second one is the float object, third one is the boolean object, string object. Like different types of objects are allowed or not. Okay, well allowed, sir. Next, based on our requirement, if you want you can add a new object. If you want you can remove existing object. Add new object, remove existing object, always possible. Such a type of nature is nothing but growable or otherwise dynamic, sir. List is dynamic. Dynamic means if you want you can increase the size, if you want you can decrease the size. Both the things are always possible. Based on our requirement, you can increase, you can decrease. All those things are applicable. Next, can I change the content or not? Can you please tell? Can I change the content or not? Anyone? Can I change the content or not? Yes, I changed already content. That's why list is mutable. Are you getting? List itself is what? Mutable. Remember this one. List itself is mutable. Okay, that's all. These are some important points related to list concept. Okay, let me show practically whether all these things are satisfied or not, so that you people can get much clarity, sir. Here, just have a look once. I want to take a small example. Definitely, you people are going to get much clarity about this concept. Okay, let me execute this. Okay, now here my requirement is I'm taking L is equal to 10 comma Durga comma, next and after that true comma 10.5 true comma 10.5 true comma 10.5 comma true comma 10.5 comma, like I'm trying to take, sir. Have you observed? This is 10 Durga true and then 10.5 like I'm trying to take. Sir, now can you please observe that how many values are there? 4. Now let me take 10 again 10. Can you spell out how many values are available? How many values are available? Can you spell out? How many values are available? 5 values are available, sir. 10 Durga true 10.5 and then 10 itself is 5 values. Duplicate objects are allowed or not? Duplicate objects are allowed or not allowed? Allowed. 10 is there. Heterogeneous objects also allowed, no problem at all. Now observe that print of else. Let me print the value. Are you getting? Let me print the value like this I'm taking, sir. Okay. Now py test dot py. Can you please observe? Perfectly itself is valid. 10 Durga true 10.5 and 10 by default we are going to get. Any doubt? Can you please confirm? Everyone in the position to understand, right? Yes. Heterogeneous objects are allowed or not? Allowed, man. Heterogeneous objects are allowed, no problem at all. Next, duplicate objects are there or not? Yes, duplicate objects are there, no issue. Acceptable. Next one after that. So now, is it possible to change the content or not? Is it possible to change the content or not? Okay. L of 0 is equal to 777. I'm taking, sir. Print of L. Now the content by default got changed. Observe that L of 0. So we can able to change the content. That's why itself is mutable. We can able to change the content itself is mutable. Remember. Next, one more small chota example I want to talk. L is equal to just I'm taking like this. Can I use the word? Is it empty list or not? Please respond. Can I use the word? Is it empty list or not? Yes, it is empty list. Now L dot append of 10 I'm taking. Means can you please add 10 to this list? Can you please add the 10 to this list? That itself is nothing but append, right? L of append of 20 I'm taking. Yes, you can add L of append of 20, 30, 40 like this. Can you please tell which is the first inserted element? Which element we are inserting first? 10. Next one 20. Next 30. Next 40. Sir, if I print L in the same order, am I going to get the output or not? If I print L in the same order, am I going to get the output or not? Yes, ma'am. The output is always 10, 20, 30, 40. Perfectly. The output is always the same. Okay, means that in which order we added, the same order by default will be preserved. That's why insertion order preserved. Remember this one, insertion order preserved. Next, based on our requirement, you can add elements. If you want, you can remove elements also. You can remove elements also. Yes, remove of 20. Remove of 20. Then automatically print of L. Not lost in first out. No. Sir, remove of 20. Can you please remove 20? Yes, no problem. That particular 20 by default will be removed, sir. Remove the 20. Now the data is 10, 30, 40 only. Clear? Everyone in the position to understand, right? Okay? So take insertion order preserved. Yes, that point is the clear. Duplicate objects are allowed. That point is the clear. Next, and after that, heterogeneous objects are allowed. It is also clear. Next, growable, based on our requirement, you can increase and decrease possible. Next, mutable itself is also possible. Next, Binay, if we have 20 two times is there, sir. 20 two times is there. Then automatically, which 20 by default will be removed is the first matched thing. The first matched thing is applicable. The first matched thing, it is applicable. Okay, only first 20 removed, but still second 20 it is there. Right. Okay, we are going to discuss in detail while covering list data type. It is a brief introduction. What is the list? That's all. Yeah. Without specifying element, you can able to remove based on the index. All those facilities are there. We will discuss in the list data structure. Don't worry, sir. Just basic idea to know what about list properties and so on. Just away. Next, append is applicable only for list, but not for every data type. But for every, if it is a set, you may have some other category. I will discuss. Any doubt after this? Please confirm. If you feel comfortable, then I will go for next small point. Another point is there about this list. Can I go for next one? Can I? After this is the clear? Okay. Well, now my next small important point is there, sir. Assume that what is that point is L is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Print of L of 0. What the answer? Print of L of 0. What the answer? Respond. Hey, L of 0 means 0. No? L of 0 is the 10. Are you getting? L of 0 is the 10. Next, L of minus 1. What the answer? Minus 1. What the answer? Minus 1 means what? Last element. So here order is preserved. That's why index concept is applicable. Okay. Now if you want to observe, first time 10, second time 70. First time 10, second time 70. 70 is the answer. Next, print of L of sir 1:4. I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell what is this one? 1:4. What is this concept? :4. What is this concept? This concept is called what? Slice operator. Slice operator. Have you remembered somewhere we covered already? Slice operator is applicable for the list. Slice operator itself is applicable for the list. Okay, remember. So 1 to 4 means 1, 2, 3, 20, 30, 40. Are you getting? 1 to 4 means starts from 1 index to begin index to n-1 index. Here just 1, 2, 3 up to that 20, 30, 40 by default we are going to get. Now have a look once. 20, 30, 40 we are going to get. Akanksha, slice operator range from begin index to n-1 index. begin index 1, n minus 1 index means 3. From begin 1 index to third index, all the values I want. Then we can go for slice. So clear indication, index and the slice operator applicable. Index and the slice operator applicable for the list. Operator applicable. Indexing is applicable. Slice operator is applicable. Right? Any doubt? Next, what about increment? Social. What is the meaning of increment? Adding new objects. Okay, that's all. This is about list data type. Right? In the next session, I will discuss some more extra things. That's all, sir.